welcome to Show Some Hus. You have Leo and Donny here, and we are talking about, unfortunately, the Game 4 Denver Nuggets loss to the Los Angeles Lakers, 119-108. Donny, we had a chance for a sweep, and we threw it away. What are your thoughts, man, reflecting on Game 4? Now that we've had a night to swallow everything, get all of our hate out of our head, what are your thoughts, man?
Um, I mean, I think you said it perfectly. Originally had just trade them all thoughts in my head. Um, however, good night's rest, good breakfast gives you a different perspective.
It does. It does.
Um, so, going into the series, didn't think we'd sweep. I think you and I talked about it. We're like, there's no way.
Yeah.
We did it last year. Even last year was surprising. Um, so if you would have told me at the beginning of the year or beginning of this series, hey, we're up 3-1, going back to Denver to close it out, I'd take it right then and there.
Absolutely.
So, I, frustration with the game, yes. And I think it's more annoyance, like we've talked about,
Yeah.
but it's,
Well, and kind of frustration with how we've been playing.
mhm.
Spent a lot of time losing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for being up 3-1, we've spent a lot of time
Yeah.
uh
Like,
with less points than the Lakers.
and
It's
I'm, I'm,
frustrating,
I'm
man.
sure a lot of our viewers have seen the virtual stat of the like Lakers being in front for like over 100 and I think at least 140 some minutes,
Yeah.
and we've only been ahead like I think just under 40 or 50.
Yeah.
And then you look at the series and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute. Someone didn't do their job in the stat,
Yeah.
because this can't be right, but it is.
Yeah.
It is right.
Yeah.
So man, we lose last night, and the next morning we're finally, like you said, getting new perspective. What adjustments do we need to make to be successful game 5?
Um, I want you to talk about the matchups adjustments, and they're not really adjustments, but I just want to talk about that in a little bit, but I'll kind of give you mine. Um, Austin Reeves, I thought had a better game in game 4.
Mhm.
Just being aware, I mean, yes, the primary focuses are going to be AD and LeBron. That is just an obvious thing, and it should be because they are two, future Hall of Famers probably.
Mhm.
So, um, they got some solid production outside of those two, along with really good production from those two, and that's a good combination for them. That's what they need. So, my adjustment is talking to our bench. We need that too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Aaron Gordon did not have close to the same game he had in game 3, but he's still, we just need more.
Yeah. And
And,
and, and we it needs to be consistent.
yeah, CB, you can't throw up a bagel like that.
Yeah.
You just can't. Um,
Yeah, donuts from our bench are not what we're looking for.
right, man. And so I don't know, but I want to hear your thoughts on how you feel after that game. And then too, I want to hear about these defensive adjustments that you think, or like matchups that you think we need to primarily focus on.
Well, Donnie, I'm going to steal your words. Lack of urgency,
Yeah.
just especially on the defensive end, man. I feel like we're always there offensively because we have a guy that can always create a good shot.
Hmm.
Um, but defensively, my goodness, we're standing, we're watching. Um, I I would like to see, um for us to be successful. Here's what I think, Don. I think we got to have Aaron Gordon on AD. I love Yoke, but he is. Sometimes I feel like he's helping AD. Um, I feel I would be more comfortable. I'm willing to lose with Rui slapping threes in Yoke's face.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's going to happen, and B, there's a less chance of that to happen than for AD to go off for 50.
Agreed.
So with AG on him, I think AD is gonna have a great game, but it's gonna be a slower great game instead of um the monster performances that he's had, in my opinion.
Hmm.
So we go Aaron Gordon on Anthony Davis. Excuse me. I think we go uh KCP on LeBron. And I
Mhm.
know that's wild. But it's not because he's our best wing defender
Mhm.
and he's one of the best defenders in the league. So I think that's the route we go. Yoke goes with Rui. And then we have Austin Reeves, MPJ, that's got to be MPJ, I guess. I don't know.
Mhm.
And then I think Jamal guards D'Angelo.
Yeah,
Jamal just got picked on left
he did.
and right and center and everywhere, man. He just got picked on defensively. Whether it was transition or they worked up matchup switches for him, it was pointed and it was kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
And not because Jamal's a bad player, but he's 6'3"
Yeah.
and he's on our team to score the ball.
Mhm.
Um, KCP is, I think, also 6'3", and he's on our team to defend the ball.
Mhm.
So it's different roles, different expectations. But I think for us to be successful, we have to have AG, AD, that
Mhm.
situation, and KCP with LeBron. And we make Rui and Austin and D'Angelo beat us
Yeah. Yeah.
because they haven't
Mhm.
proven that they can do it yet.
Agreed.
So that's what I think, man. Any changes to that you're feeling or seeing?
No, I every time we can get AD and LeBron to give the ball up and not to each other, you know, I think we just got to live with, like you're saying, make those other guys beat us. And I'm not saying give them completely wide open shots. You still got
No.
to close out. We
Yes.
still need to rotate.
Get a hand up.
Exactly. But like I think I think it's worth the people might call it a risk because you might be giving up more threes.
Hmm.
But so far, they have not shot them well, with the exception of D'Angelo Russell in game three when
Yes.
just went off. But
Yeah.
I mean, we won that game.
Well, and also that's one every 4 games, so
Yeah.
we live with it.
Or was it game two? I think it was game two. Sorry. But nonetheless, I like the matchups that you're calling out because yes, LeBron is bigger than KCP. And yes, AD is bigger than AG. However, it's the quickness factor that I feel comfortable with.
Hmm.
And if we have moments we feel that we're in a good position to either help out, double, and our rotation doesn't turn into, a broken blender.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So let's just try that out. And I'm sure Michael's thinking similar things. I don't think he's panicking
No,
with the matchups. I think you said it. LeBron, when he goes to the hole, sometimes it's just like it's automatic.
it's 2 points or it's 2 free throws.
Yeah, I mean it's like Joker with a right-handed hook.
Yeah.
It's just automatic. And
Hmm.
he got downhill a lot. AD
Yeah.
got downhill a lot,
Yeah.
especially against Joker, and that was a huge problem.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
so yeah, going forward, let's try that out. Maybe I don't know, maybe that zone. I really haven't seen the effectiveness of that zone. Not saying it isn't effective. I'm saying it's very difficult to run a zone in the NBA because of defensive 3 seconds.
Yeah.
It's extremely difficult.
I, and I think you had said, or maybe I'm paraphrasing, when Nikola's not in the game, we need Aaron Gordon and Peyton Watson
Hmm.
in if AD and LeBron are on the floor.
Correct.
Because when Joker's not on the floor, we've got to have a bigger,
Collectively,
we have to be.
right? Like there's no one
Um,
that we have that I feel comfortable with throwing other than DJ, and I really don't want him to play that many minutes,
yeah,
if at all. So you're right. Like we need to kind of go big across the board. And Peyton can make up for his lack of size with his jumping ability because the guy just happens to get at least one block a game.
yeah, yeah, man. He's a great reader when it comes to shot blocking.
Yeah.
Um, but
Yeah.
every shot blocker gets owned every once in a while. But I really don't think, man, moving forward that we're gonna have a whole lot of issue.
Hmm.
I think game 5 is ours.
Hmm.
Um, you said it, man. We got to have that urgency, and
Yeah.
we'll be fine.
Know the moment,
Yeah.
close it out. And I mean, it's a cliche, but I think it might be true is they always say the toughest game in a series is the one to close the team out.
Yeah.
I mean, you put a dog in the corner, he's going to fight back, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We were talking earlier, man. I kind of want to hear your thoughts on this. Or I want to hear you explain it to the people. Or hear what you think about Jamal Murray.
Oh yeah. um, I mean, I mildly panicked last night. I'm not gonna lie. The three ball is not there. I don't know if
I think it's a slump.
it's a slump. It can't be. I don't see anything different with his form. I don't see anything different like with the connectivity between his jumping to his release point.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a little bit mental. And as we just found out a few minutes ago, maybe it's his calf.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
I
know.
shouldn't be laughing. But I'm like, maybe that is it because it's got to be something, man. This is not typical Jamal, but also we're 3-1 with Jamal playing kind of bad.
Yeah,
Um,
and I want to get your take on that because like I've never coached basketball before. I mean, I've been coached, I guess, but my perspective is always from a player.
mhm.
And, being in a slump, what do you say to a player in that, especially when you know the potential of that player?
Well, I think you tell him to quit warming up in slides. No, that was obviously a joke on our team bus being a little late to the game yesterday.
Yeah, yeah.
No, man, I think you tell him that you love him. You tell him that everyone believes in him,
Hmm.
and you tell him that if he quits shooting, then he's done playing.
Yeah.
So keep shooting the ball. I think what I feel like what I feel like helps my players is when they're in a slump, get to the basket
Hmm.
because free throws reset everything.
Hmm.
Even though your free throw should not be the same as the rest of your shots, anyone who tells you that is wrong. Your free throw should be different. It's set up. It's a set shot where you don't always get time to. You don't get 10 seconds in a game like you
Hmm.
do at a free throw. So a free throw is a great confidence booster, and so is making layups. And once you see one or two go in from that range, I feel like it opens up a lot of things for you, especially a three ball, because when you're attacking the rim, the defense has to respect your attack,
Hmm.
which gives you 3-4 more inches of space on the three line.
Hmm.
So, um, not that Jamal needs a bunch of space, but more space means more opportunity for success.
Yeah.
So, I think we continue to tell him to be aggressive. I would like to see him be more aggressive at the rim.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, he was that was kind of how he got out of a mild the big slump he had in the first like three quarters in that game too.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then obviously we all know what happens at the end, but I mean, you look at that, his fourth quarter, a lot of his buckets were just getting to the rim.
Yeah. And I just it creates fear in defenders when you are able to get and have a history, at least in current game, of getting to the basket.
Yeah.
So because when you're defending someone who just burnt you twice to the rack, you're probably going to give some space to them.
Hmm.
Um, and then that's when you take advantage of that for that three ball. Man, if it doesn't continue to be successful, I'm not saying we stop it, but I think we definitely shoot it less.
Yeah.
Like if it's not working, let's go with what is working and focus on that. I'm not saying um he should not shoot a three the rest of the series, even if he misses, goes what 1 for 9 next series. I'm not saying in series two or in the next game. I'm not saying in series two he shouldn't shoot at all. I do think that we work on getting to the basket.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that will, and it could be a confidence thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. And I mean, like you're saying, getting to the hoop, seeing if you go through,
yeah,
get your confidence back. I mean, I don't know what it is. I think it's also the fact that we just haven't seen a loss. It feels like forever. I mean, I guess our last loss before this one was San Antonio,
yeah.
but we all kind of erased that from our memories. But I just feel like we haven't seen it. So I'm like trying to find like what is going on.
Yeah,
And really, it's just one game, and we didn't play well.
we did
If
not.
if we had played well, I'd be so concerned.
Same.
So I don't even know. We haven't even played well this entire series. We have, like you've always said this. We need to put a full 48 minutes together, and we just have not been able to do it.
At this point, I'm wanting to put 30 minutes together, man.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
30 minutes of good basketball. We're up by 40.
Yeah.
We're up
Yeah.
by 40.
And
So
um, do you have any last thoughts on this one?
I don't, man. I think we be frustrated, or we can be frustrated, we can be annoyed, but at the end of the day, pros are pros, man.
Yeah,
Uh, and Anthony Davis and LeBron James are two of the best to do it. So we tip our hats and we go smash them by 40 in game 5.
I agree. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Bring it home. Close them out.
Get ready for the Timbies
Get ready for the Timbies.
and go Suns today.
Yeah.
Go Suns
Right.
today.
Drag that out for us, please.
Yes. Yes.
All right, buddy. Let's get out of here. Yeah, remind people for us.
Everyone, please do not forget to show some hus. Let's go Nuggets.
Let's go Nuggets.